Welcome to another live edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline in the BPTV studios. I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. Chip Hayner's not going to be here, but Smoking Jim Frazier's here with a new pair of sunglasses. He's getting tired of that Stevie Wonder look, but he still looks like Stevie Wonder to me. I don't know what his deal is, but thanks, Sarah, for the sunglasses. Now he's got at least 3 pair of them now, so he'll wear them every day and every hour. He looks good at night wearing them. We've got a lot of sports for you. Thanks for watching us on Comcast 7, only in Bethel Park. Thanks for watching us on Verizon 32 in Bethel Park and all the way from Nemacolin, Cranberry, Wexford, and all points in between. We appreciate that. Thanks for all the likes. We're at 6,873, 6,873 likes on Pittsburgh Sportsline. This old dog learned a few new tricks. Make sure you like Pittsburgh Sportsline. You too, Zach. Oh, you did. We got Zach on the camera. He likes Pittsburgh Sportsline. They do a little show that they copy off of us eating pizza and everything, and I appreciate the compliments with them doing a show on BPTV. I'm honored that they do copycat us, and they may even do a little better on the eating part, but you got to watch their show. All right, we got a little bit of promo stuff here. First up, Olive Oil's Pizzeria sponsors us with an XL pizza and a hoagie. We got Zach here. We got Zach, who we call Whack, and we got Zach we call Tack, and we got Jack, and we got Steve. They're all volunteers here, and I told them they could eat pizza. I think I lost 3 fingers when they were going in to eat pizza, but they went crazy there. Give a call at 412-831-1900. That's Olive Oil's Pizzeria, Hillcrest Shopping Center. People drive by it all day long. If you're going down towards Walmart, it's on the right side at Hillcrest. If you're coming up away from Walmart, it's on the left side. So Smoking Jim even found it. He goes there when they have some special pizza deals. He's enjoying it right now. Check him out, Olive Oil's Pizzeria. Next up, we end each show with Stay Joey Strong. It's for the Joey Fabus Childhood Cancer Foundation. Poor Joey had brain cancer. DIPG died before his 10th birthday, and it's very sad. The family got together and they do special events. They have a 5K coming up in September. They have different flea markets. They have a night at the races. They do all kind of great things in the community. They've raised over $100,000 and given it to doctors to try to find a cure for this dreaded disease, DIPG. And check them out. You can donate as little as $1. Check out their events too. That's the Joey Fabus Childhood Cancer Foundation. Next up's another 501c3, the Bethel Park Historical Society Schoolhouse Arts and History Center, 2600 South Park Road. You can't miss it. It's an old schoolhouse over 100 years old, and they've been remodeling it. They have $1 million project. They're working on it. They've got a bunch of great rooms there and auditorium. They do great things. They even have my new favorite coffee and tea place, Reginald's Coffee. They're open each day. Go in and see Matt and Julia, who own the place. Get some China gunpowder and Dragonwell tea. They got green tea there for me. It's a great place. They got Wi-Fi, and you can check out the Arts and History Center. Again, that's a 501c3. Next up, a friend of mine's doing a show, 6 o'clock to 8. Jessica Lee will be singing with Chris Hemingway from New York on sax, Joe DeFazio on keyboards, and they'll be at our friend Cloudy, who owns Arnold's Tea. He has great tea. I drink green tea there. I know I'm traveling everywhere drinking green tea, but it's good. And they'll be 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, a $5 donation to hear a great musical performance of jazz and blues. So Check that out. That's Jessica Lee, Chris Hemingway, and Joe DeFazio. Great night. Next up, bpcf.org, Bethel Park Community Foundation. They do all kind of different events. They had me MC an event on Sunday, the Streeter Concert Series. They had the new vintage big band there, and they were fantastic. I did some announcing there, and we raised more money than ever before. It's no cost to go, but I asked people to donate $1, and we got over $530. That's the most they ever got at one of their concerts. Wow. So the Talking Machine put the talking to good use. And it was a great concert. They were playing old-time jazz and blues and big band era music, so it was great. And it was a packed house, a lot of people there. Made some new friends, 20, 30 new friends when they heard that I have a TV show in Bethel Park. So hopefully they're watching. We'll see what happens. Next, Dave Cable likes to have a little fun at my expense. This is Uncle Sam, but he put my face on it. Uncle Al wants you for BPTV. Like Tack, like Whack, like Jack, like Steve. You can all work here, and even his friend, he's not working here. He's just looking around being quiet, so I won't even mention his name. But he's here. Call 412-831-3304. Tell Dave Cable you want to run audio, video. If we go on location like Tack and Whack were with me the other day on a Creative Space TV show with Jessica Lee. They were great on the cameras, a little lax on moving them from place to place, but they got the job done. I can't wait to see that show. But you could be a volunteer here too. 412-831-3304. That's the promos I got. We got one other guy that sponsors What's on Your Mind, Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station. He works on anything and everything that runs on gas. I had a little issue with my car. They found a little wire was loose on my computer. I'm back in business. The car's running good. Give them a call, 724-348-4715. That's Skeets Service Station, past Mineral Beach, Trax Farm, and even the Dairy Queen. It's right down the street, red, white, and blue station. Check it out. That's what I got for you. Smoking Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. And if you want the green,
don't break
you got to see Levine, my old high school quarterback.
When did you ever play quarterback? Some of those sweeties might believe you, but I don't believe a word of that. There ain't no way you were a quarterback. You were too small.
But I need some white help. I need some white help.
Excuse me, another disclaimer. He starts out with the race card the first minute of the show.
I need you. Have you ever heard, and this is for Zach A, Zach B,
no, Tack,
Al Levine, the Talking Machine, Rookie of the Year, Steve Fisher, Jack. Have you ever heard Al Levine, the Talking Machine, a black girl named Becky?
No.
No? No. If you find a black girl named Becky, have her friend me on Facebook. I'm searching for a black girl named Becky.
I don't know her.
All right.
Why?
I just thought about that the other day ago. I've never met a white person with the last name of Washington.
Yeah.
And I've never met a black girl named Becky.
I know a couple Beckys.
Any black?
No, they're white.
They're white.
George Washington.
Other than George Washington, there's never, you know any white guys with the last name Washington other than the president, the founding father? That's the only one.
He's one that goes to my school.
A white Washington?
It's just the last name.
Wow, that's the first. And I've been searching for 15 years. Okay, that might be a nickname for him.
I don't think anybody calls anybody Washington for a nickname. Just like you're Smoking Jim Frazier.
I got to meet that. I've never met a white Washington. But hey, here we go, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. First of all,
what is on your mind besides Becky?
What's on my mind is, first of all, man, hey, rest in peace, Pernell Whitaker. What a great fighter, Olympian.
Yeah.
This is a guy that used to fight jump in the fights ahead of Evander Holyfield, taking up for Evander Holyfield.
Wow.
They were best friends. Holyfield used to have to hold him back because he would take on bigger guys who was trying to fight Evander Holyfield. All the heart in the world. If he had a more of a harder punch, he probably would have went down as one of the top 2 or 3 fighters of all time. But you just couldn't hit the dude, man. He was just, you talking living legend, man.
Well, even hope Spatty.
Yeah, Spatafore really adopted a lot of his style. You couldn't hit Paul Spatafore either. Paul Spatafore, a lot of people don't know, Paul Spatafore got shot in the ankle, hurt some of his athleticism and hurt some of his power. If Paul didn't get shot in the foot, in the ankle, you know, as a teenager, who knows how far Paul could have gone. And he went, I think he only had 1 loss in his whole career.
He went pretty far.
Maybe Mr. Kennedy would have been writing a book about him, the Pittsburgh
No, I don't really
kid.
think so. But it's possible.
But what's on my mind, and there was something else I wanted to
Are we
talk.
getting there yet?
Oh, you know what? Here's another thing I wanted to talk about. These guys get on the radio. I tell you what, we got to get some young, sharp guys in the radio business and TV, like my favorite.
White or
of-
black?
Like my favorite
White
of
or
all
black?
time.
White or black?
Like Lil Z. I think Lil Z would be great because these young guys, not only is Lil Z sharp, knowledgeable,
He's
but
white.
They can relate to the young people. These old guys on the radio,
Yeah.
and I will dare say white, they can't relate to the Madden. The players are mad because they're not rated as highly on Madden as they should be. They're competitors, they should be mad. All these old white guys can't understand that. Lil Z, you can understand that. If you was a player, you would want to be rated high in Madden.
You want
Why
to
they
bring
rate
Zach
low?
up next to you instead of on the
Yeah,
camera?
that's my man Lil Z. See, he agrees because I got young thoughts. I know how the young people think.
We don't even know what you're thinking. We
The
can't.
young people are running the world, man. They're running the world today.
Well, they're going
man.
to take over for you pretty soon.
Get some of these guys on the radio. Pay them $150,000 a year while they're in high school. All right, here we go. This is what's on my mind. The Pittsburgh Pirates started their annual postseason collapse a little early. Post All-Star game collapse. Did I predict it last week?
Yes.
Al Levine, the talking machine. They do it every year. But most of this was for Chip Hainer. Chip said that Clint Hurdle should be re-signed long-term
They did
deal,
sign him.
the whole bit, and I said there's no way. This is a guy in 17 years as a skipper. That's what they call a baseball coach.
Okay, Skipper.
He has a record of 1,244 wins, 1,302 losses.
That's not bad.
That's the guy with a losing record, 0 World Series, and he's making all the money in the world.
Millions.
Only in America.
He's making millions.
Millions of dollars, man. And that's what's on my mind. The Pirates collapsing again, as I predicted.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Well, you rambled around so much. I'm still stuck on Becky. I can't figure this Becky.
I know. Can you believe it?
No,
That's a good question. You could ask that at the Jessica Lee's concert.
I don't think. There's mixed people that'll be there. There'll be white, black, and green there, so we'll see what happens there. People from all walks of life are welcome. Unlike yourself, who's very segregated and prejudicial. But at least we got that aired out.
I like that little bud you gave me yesterday with Trapper Tall. You're like, what? You write for the Courier? Smoking Jims, man. There's only certain articles he can write.
I know. That's all I've ever heard. And he answered it very well. No, it was a good show. Okay, if Smoking Jim's done rambling, I hate to feed into his large ego right now because it's about the Buccos. Very disappointed. 4 losses in a row, weren't even in the game. Marte didn't even want to run out. Didn't run out or so, and another play might have been safe. Didn't run, and he's back playing tonight. No discipline. So it's feeding right into Smoking Jim and Clint Hurdle and his gut. He goes by his gut, and he got a big gut like Smoking Jim. So who knows what's in that gut? But yeah, the Pirates started a little early with their collapse. It's 4 in a row, but they've had every pitcher hurt possible. I still want to know why on that station you listen to with all the old white guys, why nobody brought up who's the pitching coach. When he does well, all we do is hear about the pitchers. When these pitchers' arms are falling off, why is that happening? That's the question I have for you as sports fans. Why are all the Pirate pitchers, starting pitchers' arms shot? Taillon may not even come back this year. Wow. And he already had Tommy John surgery. Think about it. I'm still a Bucco fan. I bleed black and gold, but when they suck like right now, they're down 4 losses in a row and they're in St. Louis again tonight. Who knows what happened? I might only turn it on for an inning if they're getting beat again, Smoking Jim. I have my reasons, but I'll wait to hear more from you, but that's what's going on. Don't give up on the Buccos yet, according to Smoking Jim. Find out who he's betting on. We'll bet the opposite. That's our plan. All right, we'll be back with some fiction and fact from Smoking Jim's Almanac.
Hi, Bethel Park. Uncle Al speaking. I'm asking you to come help us behind the scenes at BP TV. We're looking for some proud Bethel Park residents to help us make the shows that you want to watch. For more information, contact Station Director Dave Cable, and we will see you behind the cameras at BP TV.
One of the things we do at BPTV is encourage our producers to film on location. Not only does shooting on location give our producers the opportunity to take advantage of their subject matter, filming in different locations gives each program its own distinct flavor. This also helps anyone who's flipping through the channels avoid confusion when they turn on BPTV. With around 500 programs produced at BPTV each year, the last thing we want people to think is that we're only broadcasting one program. So, you need to come into BPTV to pitch your TV show. But in terms of where you actually end up taping your show, the sky's the limit.
Believe in them.
Thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. Thanks, Rookie of the Year, Steve Fisher. Thanks, Zach A, Zach B, and Jack. I tell you what, I'm going to just take a few minutes in my fiction and fact from Smoking Jim's Almanac. Everybody knows I've been a Pirate fan
10 minutes.
since 1992.
No way. You didn't even know about the Buccos in '92.
And here's the reason why I've been a fan of the Buccos is because every year you could pretty much predict after the All-Star game they were going to collapse as a franchise. So I'm going to just go through a few years and just read their record. In 2018, the Pirates did good, 82-79. 2017, 75-87. 2016, 78-83. 2015 was the banner year, 98-64. Tell you what, 2014 wasn't that bad, 88-74. 2013, 94-68. One of my favorite years, 2012, 79-83. 2011, 72 and 90. And my favorite year of all time was in 2010, 57 and 105. And this pretty much was the same. And another favorite year of mine was the year 2001 when they went 62 and 100. And it continued all the way down, all the way till 93. But like I said, this is a Pirate team that's in the Guinness Book of World Record as the most consecutive losing season in any sport.
In North America.
In North America, where's that at?
You know, our continent.
So it's not the world, it's just North America. But losing is I bet you if we look in the world, you mean to tell me there's a franchise and a professional team in Africa that got more losing
Maybe.
seasons?
Maybe.
But anyhow.
I just threw it out there because you're no expert on that. He's just a hater. He's a Bucko hater. He's been on the show almost 8 years. He's never been a Pirate fan. I tell the story where he thought Babe Ruth is looking over us. Babe Ruth ain't looking over us. He was with the Boston Braves when he hit 3 home runs that day. And he was a Yankee slugger and beat us in the World Series.
Oh, he finished his career in Boston?
Yeah.
Wow.
They threw him out.
Wow.
He didn't even finish the whole year.
How come?
He was getting old.
Wow.
Old age gets everybody but Smoking Jim Frazier. He's as young as a spring chicken here. Yeah, how you brought those baseball stats up from the Buccos. They had 20 years of losing, buddy. You weren't even a fan during that time.
Oh, I was a big fan.
You didn't even know. When I asked you about the Pirates, you said who?
I was a fan of their losing. I'm a fan of somebody that can lose like that.
Really?
Yeah.
You're all about the winning. How could that be? I don't know. Something happened ever since he got that concussion in the car accident. He hasn't been right. He's been early to every show. There's something wrong with him. You got nice sunglasses from Sarah.
Thanks to Sarah, my buddy.
Our friend Sarah Mosen does some great things on the radio and
does.
different shows that she does. Yeah, we'll have to talk about some of your shows you just done recently because it's amazing. I didn't even know you knew anything about such and such. And you didn't.
True.
All right, that's enough of Smoking Jim. What a great show we had in Sharpsburg last night on location. It was at the VFW where they have the Ray Schaefer Boxing Association gym. We're in a gym from 1951. Wow. Historical gym in Pittsburgh. And it was just great to do a show up in the gym. Thanks to Jose Caraballo for having us out for 2 shows in a row. We got a 3rd one to do. We'll be back at the VFW in Millvale the 3rd week of August. So check that out. I think that's August 19th. So we'll be doing it then. And we had some great guests. We had Jose on, of course. He's the owner, trainer of the gym, and just has a nice facility. He had people working out while we were there. Couple boxing rings there, and they're all working out, keeping in shape, and he does a great job with the kids. No doubt about it. We had Tom Liturgy, KSWA ring announcer, giving us some history of the KSWA and different people that he knows in the city. You have to check it out. It'll be on TV tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8. The show will be rebroadcast, and he was a great guest. He hadn't been on in a few years. He got married. Gave a shout out to his wife. His anniversary was today, so that all worked out. And another great guest wrote the book, Billy Conn, the Pittsburgh Kid. What an interesting gentleman, Paul Kennedy. He met the family, the Conn family, looked at a scrapbook that Billy Conn had been keeping since he was like 15 years old. Saw 500 pages of the scrapbook that he used for his book. There's even a few pictures in there, so Smoking Jim got a copy, I got a copy. I'll read my copy. Smoking Jim will put it in that the room with all the Sweetie for Jimmy photos. He got 2 of those rooms. They'll collect some dust on a table for sure. But he was a great guy. He told some stories, and it was just great to hear about Billy Conn. And he even talked about how beautiful his wife was when he interviewed her, and she was in her 80s. So what a complimentary guy. And then the interesting thing about it, he works at the Fort Pitt Blockhouse and invited Smokin' Jim and I to come down on a Saturday, because poor Smokin' Jim's an innocent babe. He went to Gateway, believes in homeschooling, but he didn't know that the oldest building in Pittsburgh, 1764, is the Blockhouse. So he got invited down there, and we'll see how many years it takes till I go with him to get down there, because you know it's right down there at the point. And they used to have Fort Duquesne and Fort Pitt right at the point, in case you didn't know. There was a fort there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the military people like that being the confluence, because 3 rivers came together there. You got the Monongahela, you got the Allegheny, and it feeds into the Ohio. So Smokin' Jim's willing to learn, not that he knows this stuff, but he can talk about it. But we got an invite down there. It should be great. Then we just had a cancellation with boxing on Saturday at the Bronson House. They had some of the fighters fell through on this, couldn't come to the fights. A bad day for fights. So Saturday night fights that we were looking forward to is canceled. We were even having national champion Tika Hemingway doing some commentating for us. She was going to try to use us as a stepping stone, and we welcomed her aboard, and we got shut down. So that's off the burner. We got on location show coming up at the end of July, Arnold's Tea. Like Jessica Lee is performing at Arnold's Tea on Friday. We'll be at Arnold's Tea on July 27th, and that's a 2 o'clock afternoon show. So come out for our afternoon show. It's a nice location, 502 East Ohio Street. It's not hard to find. There's on-street parking, even some off-street parking too, and you can check that out. And come see our show. They got great tea. They have food there. You can actually eat there while we're doing our show.
When is the show, Michelle?
It's again July 27th. It's a Saturday. Mark your calendar. Saturday, 2 p.m. Smokin' Jim, 1 o'clock for you. Because we know you'll be in at 2 minutes to 2. He's always on time. His own time. But we got shows coming up. Olive Oils will be back the 2nd week of August. We'll be there, and then the 3rd week we'll be at the VFW in Millvale. So check our show out there. We had a great crowd the last time. We're looking forward to that again. They enjoyed our show and had great guests for us, and they'll bring some people on again. And we even had a guest come on again, Eddie Holiday. He's in a couple small films that are getting awards. Him and James Quinn were in them, and James Quinn gave us a short version of The Sandman for Smokin' Jim Frazier and I. It's only a 15-minute promo, and it's a DVD. Smokin' Jim asked how long it was. I said 15 minutes. And he goes to me, "Is that long?" I said, "No, it's not, but for you, it's an eternity." It's like reading a book. So some of these things we get straightened out, others we don't. But that's our on-location report. Stay tuned. We're always looking at different venues. We've even had a couple people tell us they have some ideas and suggestions for us. Some of them were too far away. Joe Board had his boxing gym there, was a great guest with 7 boxers. Wow. I told him bring 6. He brought 7. They were great kids, great boxers. He wants us to come down and maybe do a show or come up in northeastern Ohio, Toronto, Ohio, and do a show. And Smokin' Jim pumped him up saying he's the hero of Toronto. So who knows? We'll have to see what coming attractions. I don't know if we'll travel that far, but we'll see what's on the agenda. So stay tuned for more on-location talk. And we're going to come back with a little bit of more bucko and negative talk from Smokin' Jim Frazier.
Bethel Park Inline Hockey. It's fast, it's fun, and we want you to play. Inline hockey is just like ice hockey, but no ice, and significantly less expensive and far less of a time commitment. Way less travel than ice hockey, too. The sport is played on a specialized rink at the Bridgeville Rollerplex, RMU Island Sports Complex, Harmerville's Alpha Arena, Hot Shots Indoor Sports Arena, and the Murraysville Sports Zone. Our teams play in the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Roller Hockey League, or the PIRHL. Each year, teams from elementary, middle, and high school play a 16-game schedule, plus playoffs, from October through March. Practice one evening a week and games on Saturdays or Sundays. The sport is recognized by the Bethel Park School District, which means student athletes can earn a letter once they reach high school. We play rivals such as Upper St. Clair, Peters Township, Canon-Mac, Pine Richland, North Hills, and so many more. This is no pickup game. You'll need regulation pads, hockey skates, helmets, and the coolest Hawks uniforms around. 2 refs at every game officiate 3 15-minute periods with a running clock. No icing, no offsides, no checking, but this sport will rock you. Registration is coming up, so check out our website at www.bpinlinehockey.com and sign up soon. Let's play!
Hey, it's Christine from Bethel Park Library. I want to tell you about a great fundraiser we have going on. You can take home a print of this cute sloth, painted by local artist Maria Prasic, was inspired by Vivian, the sloth that lives at the National Aviary. The original painting will be housed at the Bethel Park Library forevermore, but you can own a 16 by 20 print for $50. You can purchase it at the Bethel Park Public Library or through the library's website at bethelparklibrary.org.
Are we back? What the heck happened to this camera shot? We're good now. I was leaning. We had a little break there, folks. This is live TV. We got Tack in here keeping us straight. He said, sit up straight, talking machine. And I listened to him. We got some Bucko talk.
That's Tack.
That's Tack.
And what's the other one?
Whack.
Whack
Because
Attack.
yeah, because they go by their last names. We'll tell it to you later.
Whack Attack. Okay.
Yeah. Instead of 2 Zacks. Try to focus. Well, you can tell them later. Don't worry. After the show. But as far as we go with the Buccos, Smoking Jim will give you his splendid opinion here. They're not scoring enough runs, buddy.
Wow. You're not surprised, though, are you?
Yeah.
I like how the third base coach
What?
tells them to keep going. The ball gets caught, they get thrown out.
Well, they need a run. How they getting thrown out at second? They're trying to come home.
Pony League. When something's hitting the gap, you go halfway so that you can get
How do you
back.
stop when you're running? I don't even know what you saw, Smoking Jim. You're not making any sense. No, the Bucko offense has been great the last month, leading the league.
Well, that's because before the All-Star break, like I said, it's like the NBA. You know, people are mailing it in. You know, they're going through the motions. Now they're focused. And,
Who is?
you know, the teams that they're playing. So you're playing a good AAA team is playing, good triple or double A team is playing against major league teams now. Pirates are a good double A or triple A team.
How do you know that? You
what
don't even
happened.
know baseball. What
The Cubbies smacked them good, didn't they?
Yeah, they did 3 in a row.
I think they're going to lose 5 in a row after tonight.
You think?
Don't you?
I don't know. I'm optimistic.
If they can't wake their bats up,
Well, they need some pitching too.
what you need is a Marte Parte.
He was backing off. He should be sitting down. They should have benched him. He didn't want to run out of ground ball. He pulled a Smoking Jim Frazier. That isn't good. You just never know, but I'm hopeful the bats will come alive and the pitching will come back. And thanks, Tack, for explaining about Whack. Now he understands because he can read. He doesn't do much reading. And those new sunglasses help him out. Thanks to Sarah again.
That's my gateway gator right there.
Well, we don't want to kill the Pirates here. You got any Steeler talk or anything?
Well, the whole thing is Al Levine, the Tonka machine. Like we said before, the Pittsburgh Steelers going to have a great offense. And they're going to have an exceptional offense. Special teams will be lacking again this year, and defense will be average.
What about Devin Bush?
Devin Bush is a guy that they reach for middle linebacker. If you play a 3-4 defense, the middle linebacker is the fifth most important piece of the defensive puzzle. Right outside.
Did you say the fifth most important?
Fifth most. Right outside linebacker is the most important. They still haven't found anybody there. Left outside linebacker, you got the best linebacker.
That's a nice
still in
camera
history.
shot of Smoking Jim.
Yes,
Look at that.
yes.
That is a nice shot of him.
So you got T.J. Watt at left outside linebacker, the best linebacker in Steeler history. The third most important position is strong safety, and they got a decent young strong safety, Terrell Edmonds. And then the fourth most important position is nose guard. You still don't got a true nose guard. So middle linebacker is the fifth most important position.
Wow.
And they reached to get that position.
That's
They
even
remind me
better.
They remind me of the Pirates last year when they reached for the trade.
What do you mean?
So Devin Bush
Archer
is
let him down.
Devin Bush is basically Archer.
Archer let him down.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
So,
What about our kicker?
well, he's making $5 million a year and he can't kick. It's all in his head. I'm not confident. Are you confident that he'll
I
do
think
better?
he'll be back.
Wow.
Confidence comes and goes. You're a confident guy, even though you suck at times, but you still keep that confidence. So I think he'll be back.
I had a kicker. There was a kicker one time that told Lou Holtz to kick for Notre Dame. He says, Coach, the problem is I can't kick when you're watching me.
Yeah.
So maybe the Boswell can't kick with Coach Tomlin watching him. Yeah.
Tomlin's not even watching him.
Lou Holtz says, well, I won't be at all the games.
Thanks for your little anecdotal stories, Smoking Jim. They add some color to this. So they're going to be able to replace Antonio Brown on offense?
There's no replacing the legend, but they're going to have some great production. I think James Washington's going to be outstanding. You got Juju back, and Vance McDonald's going to have a big year, and if Connor stays healthy, the key is Ben Roethlisberger. Ben just knows how to throw these receivers open. The difference is going to be you had to double team Antonio Brown. It's a chess match. I don't know if you play chess or not.
I did when I was younger.
Did you?
Yeah.
But
You're
it's
like a
chess match.
tiddlywink guy in my book.
Yeah, I played a lot of checkers. But in chess, if you got Antonio Brown doubled, then that opens up so many other things. They're not going to double.
What's going to happen with Juju then?
They're not going to. Why would they double him? All they got.
No, I mean, what's he going to do then?
Oh, dance. He's working on his dance.
Really?
He's working on. He's already looking to go to the prom again next year.
Well, that's all right. He's young. He's still young.
So
He's a young player.
I still think he faked his bike being stolen. You know, all that. Anything to get into the news, Juju wants to. Yeah.
Really?
Like I said, my brother a year ago, him and his family was in Hawaii, and he calls me up. He says, from Hawaii. He says, I didn't know Juju was Polynesian. They're inducting him in the Polynesian Hall of Fame. I'm like, no, he ain't. His stepfather's Polynesian. Juju's just throwing it for the fame. Yeah, he ain't got nothing in it.
Wow.
His mama remarried a Samoan. Ain't got nothing to do with him, but he's going into the Polynesian Hall of Fame.
How does that even happen?
Grass skirt.
Really?
Get you in, yeah. Grass skirt, get you in.
Yeah, but Smoking, you control the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he ain't getting in.
All right.
him and
Just
Curtis Martin ain't getting in.
You're unbelievable. And now you got this other gig you're doing with.
I start tomorrow. It's my first meetings tomorrow at the Sheridan. I get a discount on the rooms. That's what sold me. So you may see me at the Sheraton all the time, hanging out on my discount, brother. Put it on my tab.
Let me just do a disclaimer. He's so cheap that he ain't spending nothing there. You'll never even use that discount. What's $20 off 150? But you're having your first meeting.
At 5:15 tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm excited about it.
Wow.
I'm going to get there early. I'm going to pull in before 5.
Well, ever since you had that brain injury, you never were early. No, these guys have witnessed. He's early all the time. He's,
I'm going to be at Joe's Crab Shack. I say, set my alarm so I ain't late. Get down
oh, man, I can't believe it. Well, at least that'll be better than all that fried chicken you eat.
Well, first person I'm trying to get in is Coach Monique McCoy.
Yeah.
Good looking. And she's deserving, don't you think?
She's a great
That's
coach.
the first person I reached out. I'm like,
She
"Are you
is
in the-"
beautiful,
I'm
though.
like, are you in the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame? She said, no. I said, I'm trying to get you in. She said, don't forget about my brother. I said, I've forgotten about him. I'm getting you in. Your brother's on his own. Let somebody else nominate him.
Only
she's-
Smoking Jim could get
Ain't she
away with
good
it.
looking?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. I'm pushing for her hard tomorrow. Before I'm new. They'll probably ask me to say my name. Can you say your name and a little bit about yourself? Monique McCoy.
They don't know what they got in there.
You know, the first time I met her,
No, tell me.
I'm at a Gateway Gator game, right? I'm sitting.
That's not unusual.
It was a hot day, so I'm sitting on the bench drinking up all the Gatorade from the players. And all of a sudden, it's before the game because I'm going to sneak out early, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I
Because
know how you
I'm
operate.
writing a story, but I already got the story written before the kickoff.
Sure.
So all of a sudden, I think it's senior night or something like that. All of a sudden, I see this lady coming across in a fur coat. I interrupted the senior night. Who are you? I met her at midfield.
Nah.
Yeah, but she was walking with one of the players. She was related to him. And that's how I'm like, well,
You're
I've
not
never heard of her
serious.
before. Yeah.
Wow.
Fur coat, man. They were looking good. I'm like, oh, my goodness, who is this? Stop the press. I got to interview her right now. Give me a quote.
Your whole story changed. Only on Pittsburgh Sportsline can you find this
Here
on.
she's legit. 4-time WPIL champ, state
Sure.
champ, West Virginia Hall of Fame. I got to get her in.
Yeah, makes sense, Smoking Jim. I wish you luck at your meeting. I'm glad I brought that up. Can't believe Bill Kai got you in that.
Then they got a room.
Yeah.
It's the longest running Hall of Fame, 50 years in the
Yeah.
state of Pennsylvania. And they got a room in the Sheraton dedicated to the
it.
Hall of Fame.
That discount got to be pretty good. then.
Well, I'm going to find out tomorrow.
I
I'm
would
a member. When can I get off? You know, I'm going to negotiate.
I would look for discounts on food
Yeah. If they,
That's what I would look.
Hopefully they'll feed
because they
us.
have good chefs.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll be the only black. You know, white guys take care of you in the buffet. I'm sure we'll eat.
No, really.
Eat good. You see how you take care of us. You white guys take care of us. you go to Bill Boyce's. You white guys take care of us. It's good. Always say, good to have white friends. Don't always say that.
No, I haven't heard that yet. Thank you, though. Glad I've taken care of you. Here's the meat, Smoking Jim. Here's fish. Here's desserts.
Did I tell you I was emceeing a golf event
No.
August 3rd at Oakmont?
No way.
Yeah, Saturday, August 3rd at Oakmont. I'm excited about it. So,
You have to get
And-
dressed up.
well, they told me to wear a tuxedo, but I figured I'd just wear a suit. So I'm emceeing, man. Come on, bro. So it's so funny. So they asked me, now, you know, I never dreamed about being in Oakmont. That's like so prestigious, right?
Right.
So I was
and you don't
excited.
golf, so.
I don't golf, so I'm excited about it. So they says, what do you want? The salmon or the filet mignon? I'm like, man, if you don't bring that cow here, the salmon, man. Come on, give me that steak, brother.
Filet mignon.
Yeah,
You
I
have to
can't
get
wait.
it like I get it. I get it rare.
Yeah.
I eat it rare, and it's nice.
No, I want mine.
Yeah.
I want a little
I
more.
let them cook the moo off of it.
Okay. But
That's
yeah, I'm
enough for
excited.
me.
I've never been.
How did they even pull you out of the woodwork?
How do I even know? They gave me a call, and I tried to turn them down. They wouldn't take no for an answer. So
Really?
I said, yeah.
You tell them you can't see?
Huh?
You tell me you
Yeah,
can't
I was coming one with I went to the brother handbook excuses, brother. They wasn't going every time I throw one, they was hitting it back. We was playing ping pong.
Wow.
So finally I couldn't get out of it, man. But I'm happy now.
August 3rd. Wow.
Yeah, on Saturday, August 3rd. And so I may even go to the fights on August 1st. I don't know.
Oh, really? Well, it's in Monroeville.
Well, Greg, if Greg fights, you don't miss his fights.
Yeah.
Lumberjack.
See if you can get a media pass from Victor Olive for us.
Man, if I can, brother, we're there. If I can't, I'll try by.
I know I can count on you. Unbelievable. Smoking Jim Frazier at his best.
But yeah, Oakmont Country Club, I'm impressed.
You're stepping on up.
So it's going to take everything I can do
Yeah.
to be on time and not stop at the Oakmont Bakery.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's an hour just
Yeah.
waiting in line.
Sure.
So,
No, good luck to you that day.
filet mignon.
What kind of speech are you giving?
Well, you know, I don't take no notes. I don't go in there and just go. They'll be able to, I'll be the one in a brown suit. They'll be able to see me. I might be the only black in there and I'll be in a brown suit. They're like, yeah, you know, just, you know, tuxedo is fine. I'm like, I'll wear a suit.
Smoking Jim Frazier.
I got some shoes that's already shined.
Good.
I don't need that, right?
You better get a new pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
Go with that brown suit. A nice brown hat you put on.
I can't wait, brother. I'm looking forward to it, man.
That's coming up. It's right down the corner there.
Yeah.
That sounds great, buddy. Hey, you do a bunch of shows. Lately, you've been firing out shows left and right. So you did a show with Sarah Mosen.
Yeah, I tell you what, one thing about Sarah, she's been bringing in great guests, a lot of nonprofit people. She brought in this one guest. They do a weekend out in Mount Pleasant, out in the mountains. And
What do they do?
It's for cancer patients. And they raise money all year long, and they call it oncology.
Yeah.
And
There's
a lot of,
oncologists and oncology nurses.
and they're nurses, and I told them, I said, a lot of people watching the show may not know what oncology
Including
means.
me.
Yeah, so they explained it, man. So that was good, man. And so they're doing some great things. She brought in some Special Olympics people.
Yeah.
You know, and she's and the first time we did a show together, we sat next to each other. Now we sit on opposite
I
ends.
saw you put them in the middle.
Yeah, so we can see each other, so we know how to feed off each other. Because, you know, I'm looking at the back of her head. If I want to get a question in, or sometimes she'll turn and look at me, and I'm on my phone. Because most of the time I just let her go. It's only a half-hour show. I let her go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't even want to know what guests we got on. You know,
Really?
she does. She that's her thing. She runs with it. Every once in
She
a while,
does great.
a question will pop up in my head, and I'll ask it. But
Yeah. Like, what time's this show over?
yeah. But I tell you what, the healthy relationship shows have been.
Who's
off the
doing it
hook.
now for you? You keep going through these relationship things
Well, I just
with
bring
different women.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning.
I
And
think
that's
you're
the
trying
thing.
to work on your healthy relationship.
Yeah. I'm the healthy relationship actor. I'm Dr. J.
You're not very good at it because I'm not seeing
I'm
much
helping
there.
these women out, man. Giving them the 411, giving them the info on these guys.
Really?
Because for the most part, guys are no good. They're
Is
up
that
to
what
no
your
good.
thing is?
Yeah, so they're up to no good. So the women seem to like it when we bash the guys.
Really? And you're doing shows like that, we couldn't do anything on BCTV. I don't know how you do it. How many shows do you do in a month then?
Well, I try to squeeze in, I try to do, every time I get studio time, at least 2 shows. That's the max you can do.
2 a month.
No, 2 shows when I got studio time, so about 4 a month.
Okay.
About 4 a month. But I'm doing a show August 15th.
All right.
It's going to divide the white and the black.
You're not doing that OJ show.
We're doing the OJ show. It's called. I'm gonna start doing a series called the Turtle series.
What the heck
Turtles,
is that?
Turtles are hard on the outside, soft on the inside, but don't mind sticking their neck out.
Okay.
So OJ's going to be the first one.
Was he guilty or not?
Well, I've always believed, in my opinion, my heart of heart, I believe that OJ is innocent for a couple of reasons. One, he said he was innocent. And the most important reason is he was in love with Nicole Simpson Brown. She was one of the most beautiful women on the planet. I don't think that he could kill somebody that beautiful. I don't think he could live without her. So he could never kill her.
Well, they
She's
broke up
beautiful.
already.
No, but she was beautiful, man. When
He
you got
broke
something-
up with her. I think he had jealousy issues
He
and
couldn't
stuff.
kill nothing.
I think he was jealous.
Wow, he could. I don't think he could kill. He said he didn't do it. That was good enough for me.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
know-
would hope. I sure.
You
hope
just
he
told
would.
me all guys lie and they got bad intentions.
But
How come with him you made an exception?
But there's
Because
no.
he could run the ball.
If you ever been in love before, OJ was in love with that girl, and there's no way he felt he could live without her.
So he
couldn't kill
killed her.
He couldn't kill nothing that beautiful.
I don't
She's
know.
like a Kim Kardashian beautiful.
They're later not even close to her.
Nicole.
No, the Kardashians aren't even close.
Who's that one I really love that died? Nicole Simpson Smith?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Something
Nicole
like
Smith?
that, yeah.
She was something. She looked like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she liked older guys too. She liked them about 100.
No, really. Smoking Jim, I can't believe you're doing an OJ show.
OJ show it's going to be a 2-hour show.
How are you going to stay awake for 2 hours?
Well, I tell you what, the people we got lined up, we're probably going to have
you
15.
calling Cyril Wecht in on the case?
No, but we're going to have people. I'm letting them know they can come. I'm calling it cuss, fuss, and discuss. So they can come on and cuss, fuss, and discuss.
Wow.
So it should be heated. I got some black folks on that really believe that
That's
OJ
no
was innocent.
surprise.
Yeah. And
You're
I got-
one of them.
And I got some white folks lined up, brother.
Do you?
That's ready. They coming in with everything but the hoods, brother.
Wow.
They ready to battle. It could be. I'm gonna tell them no kicking, no pinching, no screaming.
Yeah.
You can scream.
You're going to have
you can
security.
Cuss, fuss, and discuss.
You got security there.
There may be some cameras being broke.
Really?
It's a 2-hour show. It's going to be. I'm telling you, man. It's going to be some.
What time of the
It's
day?
going to be some N words dropped. There's going to be some other words dropped, brother. I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
This show's going to be crazy.
How'd you even think of that?
I thought about it and I said, you know what? Because in every 3 months I want to do a show like that. The next show I'm going to do is on President Trump.
Yeah.
And is he doing good so far? Is he not doing good so far? So I think that'll be heated.
Well, he did
But,
some good, then he's done some bad because the economy's not going like he thought it was.
So I'm gonna be doing.
And you didn't vote for him, so
I'm gonna be doing some corn, but he's my president.
He's all of our
always
presidents.
call him President Trump.
He's all of our presidents.
And he was a football guy, USFL. He's a business genius. So that's going to be an explosive show. So if we get through this OJ
You're too
show,
naive, buddy. I can't believe you. You got to
these shows
find
may
out
go
more.
viral, man. It's going to be on Facebook Live. It's going to be crazy. They may be shutting us down.
What time of the day is the show going to be on?
5:30 to 7:30.
Wow.
Thursday, August 15th, brother.
Wow.
And I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some people waiting outside the studio waiting to do some battle in the parking lot.
Really?
Because you know that white-black thing, man, that's heated, brother.
Well, yeah,
that's heated.
definitely.
Yeah.
Especially that OJ said he would look for the killer, and he hasn't done much since. He
Well,
went to jail.
I know who
He went to jail in the meantime.
I really know. I know who killed Nicole Simpson. It
Who?
wasn't OJ. And I may break it. I may break it on the show, but I do know who killed
Do
OJ.
you?
Yeah.
You're a genius on
I'll
this.
break it here. His son Jason killed her. Yeah.
And the boyfriend.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. His son Jason did it. You heard it here first. I solved the case. Yeah, that's why.
No way.
Yeah, OJ's son Jason did it.
He's unbelievable.
Jay did it, but it wasn't OJ. It was Jason.
Leave it to Smoking Jim Frazier. You got the teaser for the August 15th show.
So anybody want to come on? They can cuss, fuss, and discuss. You'll be able to say your viewpoints, man. I'll let you run with it.
I'll just pass and say he's guilty. I think he's guilty and got away with the perfect murder.
Do you really?
He paid his way out of it. If the glove don't fit, you can't commit. That was all a big scam. He had big hands, so yeah, he paid his way out of it, like a lot of rich people do.
I don't think he could kill somebody that beautiful.
He did. I'll bet he did. Definitely. I think he's guilty as charged. There were no other suspects. How does that happen? There was nobody else on the list.
My research says his son Jason did it.
Yeah, but we all know how your research is. You don't read that deep. That's why Tack was telling me whenever Smoking Jim speaks, don't we do the opposite? Tack, that's why I was saying OJ's guilty. He's saying he's not. He confirmed it by what he says. It's as simple as that. We just solved that. That 2-hour show just made 20 seconds. Guilty in my book.
I'm bringing on a black professor.
That's okay. You can bring white professors on too. You can bring white psychologists, black
I
psychologists.
got me some white fighters, man. These cats is coming in fighting, brother.
Well, they know the truth. You're just a little distracted, to say the least. That's all I could say. You don't understand that stuff, but we veered off a little bit of the Pittsburgh sports line path, but Smoking Jim's one of the busiest guys in media. Look at that smile. How could he lie to anybody and say OJ's innocent? Oh, he just did it. He did it again. Oh, he's one of a kind. That's my best friend here, buddy. That's my man, my brother from another mother. Just don't know how he does it each day. He comes up with these ideas, and somehow, some way, they're letting him produce TV shows on PCTV. That's another scam, but we don't want to get into that right now. Thank you for watching us on Pittsburgh Sportsline. Thanks to Tack. Thanks to Whack. Thanks to Jack. Thanks to Steve. Thanks to Smoking Jim Frazier. This is Al Levine signing off. Stay Joey strong.